Hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Pound, and today we're going still talking about chapter 28 on color, and we're going to talk about some whys of color. Why are things the color they are? So, our objectives today are to explain why the sky is blue and why it changes color when the sun is low in the sky, and explain why water is greenish blue. So, first, let's talk about why the sky is blue. To understand what's going on with a lot of these concepts, we have to talk about scattering. And when I say that light is scattered, it means that to scatter is to absorb sound or light and re-emit it in all directions. Now, this is a fountain, but it just gives you the idea that there is one point here where the water's coming out and it's just being scattered all over the place from this fountain. So the sky is blue because atoms and molecules behave like tiny optical tuning forks and re-emit light waves that shine on them in all directions. The smaller the particle, the higher the frequency of light it will scatter. Nitrogen and oxygen molecules are very small and scatter violet and blue light, which is the highest frequencies of light that we can see. Violet is scattered more, but our eyes are more sensitive to blue light, so we see the sky as blue. Most of the ultraviolet radiation from the sun that reaches the Earth's atmosphere is absorbed by the ozone layer. Now, remember, the ozone layer has been damaged, so that's why we have to wear our sunblock because UV will cause skin cancer. Now, if you've traveled to different parts of the United States, you've probably noticed that the sky is different shades of blue in different places. And one thing I have noticed is that the sky is usually bluer in Nevada than it is in New York State because there's more pollution in New York State. Larger particles scatter lower frequencies, making the sky look whiter. Also, it is more humid in New York State. Larger water molecules in the air scatter lower frequencies, making the sky look whiter. So, our sky, sometimes you'll get that real vibrant blue, but a lot of times it's a very pale blue because of the white due to humidity and pollution. Now, what about the color of the daytime sky on the moon? It is black because there is no atmosphere to scatter light. So here is a picture of Earth from the moon, and notice we see the Earth very vividly, and around it just black. No nice blue or whites or anything. No sunsets. Now, that brings us to the question, why are clouds white? Clouds are white because there are many different sizes of water droplets in clouds. Remember, smaller droplets scatter higher frequency light, like blues and violets. Larger droplets scatter lower frequency lights like reds, and the combined effect is white. So, why are sunsets red? Sunsets are red because at sunrise and sunset, light has the longest path to travel through the atmosphere to reach us. At these times, blue is scattered the most, so little remains to reach our eyes. Red light is scattered the least and reaches our eyes. We see yellow because it's the complementary color of blue. That is because blue is subtracted and we're left with yellow. The subtraction of violet gives us orange, and the subtraction of green gives us magenta, like we see in all those colors in the sunset in the background. So that's the sky. What about the water? Why water is greenish blue? Water is greenish blue because on the surface, it appears blue because it reflects the sky. So this nice blue up here is reflecting the sky. Water absorbs red light gradually. At 30 meters, no red is left. The complementary color of red is cyan or greenish blue. So let's consider this question. What color would a red lobster appear in deep water? A red lobster will appear black because no red light is left to reflect off the lobster. Remember, way from the beginning, we said that objects can only reflect what the frequencies of light that shine on them. So if there's no red, there's no red to reflect. So, our objectives were to explain why the sky is blue and why it changes color when the sun is low in the sky, and explain why water is greenish blue. So, don't forget your 5 questions, and we have one more topic left. And it's one of everybody's favorites because it's flame test. It's the atomic spectra. So, I'll be back with that in the next video.